Greetings, everyone, and welcome to YahshuaUniversity.com. I'm Yahshua's Redeemed, his end-time gospel coach, servant Emmanuel Branch. And I'm so glad that you were able to join us, for this is your appointed time. Today is the day of salvation, and you've clicked onto this site because this is your hour of visitation. This is it. And I'm so happy to be collaborating with Pastor Lewis, and of course, the First Lady, Mother Lewis, of the Ten Commandments House of Yahweh, right here in Hinesville, Georgia. And before we get started, I'd like to introduce Pastor Lewis himself. Pastor Lewis.
Praise Yah. Happy Sabbath to all here and in the world and in the community around. I'm Pastor Lewis. I'm pastor, as Emmanuel says, Ten Commandment Keepers House of Yahweh Incorporated. I'm located in Hinesville, 2104 Shaw Road, and I teach us here about the Sabbath. I teach about Yah's commandments. I teach about Yah's feasts and holy days throughout the year and the designated time and the season throughout the year. Yah bless and Yah keep.
All right, thank you, Pastor Lewis. So let's get started. Today's lesson, if you look on the website, on the front page, you'll see a PDF download. You can download the same handout that we'll be teaching from today. And today's lesson is lesson number 1, the coming end time final exam that you must pass. And I say again, the coming end time final exam that you must pass. Now you may be asking yourself, what end time final exam are you talking about? My pastor never told me about a final exam. What end time final exam are you talking about, Servant Emmanuel Branch? Hold on. First of all, let's start at the top of your sheet, and where it says, in the top corner, where it says, like it or not, believe it or not, accept it or not. We've reached the end of the age. And guess what happens at the end of the age? According to the alignment of coincidences, the alignment that's written in your scriptures by Moses and the tribal Hebrew prophets, there is in fact an end time final exam. And the record and reality of the alignment of coincidences do not lie. What alignment of coincidences are you talking about? When you go to Moses and the prophets, Isaiah 28 verses 10 to 13 says, precept upon precept.
That's right.
Line upon line. He's trying to tell you, to whom will he reveal his knowledge and give his testimony to? Precept must be upon precept, and line must be upon line. That's an alignment he's trying to get you to understand when the scriptures line up. Now, you can also use discernment and go to 1 John chapter 5. Verses 4 through 8. 1 John chapter 5, verses 4 through 8 talks about, and there are 3 that bear witness in earth. 3 that bear witness. The blood, the water, and the spirit. And these 3 agree in one. So now what we're talking about is an alignment again. To bear witness to what Isaiah the prophet had received. So now, there's a great mystery that none of the scholars, none of the theologians, or any clergy member of mainstream religion knew was already at work in the world.
All right, go ahead.
How is it that the scholars, the theologians, the big boys, all over CNN, all over 24/7 satellite TV, how come they didn't know these big millionaires? Why don't they know? Because it is a mystery.
Praise God.
There's a mystery at work that the Bible talks about. A mystery that today's pastors don't know about. So if they don't know about it, they can't talk about it.
That's right.
If they don't know about it, they can't preach about it.
That's right.
And if they don't know about it, they can't teach about it.
That's right.
That's why on TV, your big boys, the millionaires, the tailor-made suit, dripping with jewelry, the Bentleys, the jet flyers, they are not talking about this because it was not revealed to them, because it is a what? Mystery. Now watch this. At the time of the revelation of this great mystery, the whole world must be ready. Not part of the world, not a small portion of the world, but the whole world must be ready like a bride. We have to be ready like a what? a bride for her husband
Yeah.
to undergo a final exam,
Come on now.
as declared by all the tribal prophets. Now, if you want to see the clues to the final exam for yourself, right here, the third paragraph, to see the clues of the end time final exam for yourself, you must discern and notice all of the school-related terms in the following Bible verses. School-related terms. If we to expect a final exam, as in school, there must be school-related terms.
Yeah.
What about this verse right here? Exercise and use your senses to discern good from evil. That's Hebrews chapter 5, verses 13 and 14, talking about solid food is for those who are mature.
Yes, sir.
Because they exercise their senses, making use of their senses.
Yeah.
So now we have to understand discern, our first school-related term. What about this verse? Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
Yeah.
Matthew 11:29. So here's Joshua saying, take my yoke and do what? Learn.
Okay.
Why do we have to learn and discern? Because there will be an end time final exam. What about this verse? If you don't believe me, if you seek her, talking about wisdom and understanding, if you seek her as silver and search for her as for hidden treasure. See, if you seek, that's Proverbs 2:4.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs 2, verse 4.
Yeah.
If you seek knowledge and wisdom and understanding, like hid treasure and silver, see?
Yeah.
And what about this one? Study to show thyself approved.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's another school-related term.
Yeah.
Discern, learn, seek, and now study.
Yeah.
What about this? What about this? What about if you reject knowledge, I will reject you. Because my people are destroyed for a lack of what? For a lack of knowledge. Not a lack of money. Not a lack of Bentleys. Not a lack of tailor-made suits. Not a lack of Rolex watches. But a lack of what? Knowledge. Is that not a school-related term?
All right.
That's a school-related term.
Yes,
because
it
it's
is.
pointing you to a direction called the end-time final exam. Now, what about this one? I love this one, so let's not forget it. And this is life eternal, that you may know the only true Elohim and Yahshua the Messiah whom you sent. John 17:3.
Right.
Eternal life is to know. It's not feet washing. It's not eating the Lord's Supper.
right.
It has nothing to do how much crackers you buy from the store, how much grape juice you guzzle down. You can drink all the grape juice from all the biggest barrels you can find. That'll make you more holy. What you will have to understand is eternal life is to know the only true Elohim and Yahshua, the Messiah whom you sent, not that the world sent, but the one that the Father sent. And he sent Yahshua, none other.